So you guys remember about a month ago, I dropped off an electric motor that was a leftover from a drag bike project that I had years ago. I dropped it off to Dr. Art because he's building go-karts now. And he built that electric go-kart and we raced it at my shop. And it was like less than spectacular, right? So I figured, well, the guy wants to build electric stuff. Let's give him something he can really build around. So I gave him this motor. I'll show you in a second. So about an hour ago, he texts me some pictures and he says, it's starting to come together. And what we have here is Dr. Art.
Hello, everyone.
And his electric drag cart. Dude, this is epic. But wait, before we talk about this,
okay,
what's going on here?
This is my little side project, how all things start with good intentions and they get out of hand.
Okay.
This is what it looks like when it gets out of hand.
So this is like the next generation up from that silly little thing that we
From that silly little thing, yes. And
okay.
that caught me the bug. And you can go see everything on the channel, but we've got a frame.
No, wait, your channel.
Dr. Art's Hot Rod Rehab.
Right, and people need to go sub to that.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, because you do a lot of really eclectic stuff.
It's cool stuff.
You know, you get your 10-second, $5,000 Ranger, LS Ranger, right?
Yeah, we got the GTR on the channel, the Falcon on the channel.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Let's,
bro, we got to do a quick promo for your channel here, right?
Okay.
So yeah, this is the kind of stuff he's into. Building this GTR here. Nice.
Yeah,
and complicated.
91G, very complicated.
Yeah.
And then every wiring harness that was made for this car, they show you the whole schematics,
right?
But there's no colors to any of the wires. So the whole book, the whole 800-page book is just black lines going from pin to pin.
Excellent. What's this thing?
This is my '64 Ford Falcon. This is single turbo, small block Ford V8, 5-speed, shortened axle, tubs, big fat tires.
Pro touring
type setup.
Okay.
Just a lot of fun, hurts a lot of feelings, and it's should be done out of paint here shortly.
All right, and then of course the Ranger.
Yep.
And then all it is, you guys go over to his channel, sub to his channel. He covers all of these things. But this, bro. Okay, wait. So back to this again.
Back to this. You start with the 6.5 horse Tolleson 212. You do the modifications: carburetor, exhaust. You open up the motor, change the cam, remove the governor, put in the hot coil. About 14 horsepower.
Okay.
With the gearing right now, about 50 miles an hour.
You've been tooling this thing around your neighborhood.
Yeah, around the subdivision. The neighbors just absolutely love me.
That's great. And it's got some serious
serious
rubber on it.
And what's
serious chain.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
What's cool about the go-kart stuff is a lot of people that actually race these and take it all serious, they'll run one race, maybe 2 races on a set of tires.
Okay.
And then they sell them off. So you can get like this back set of tires with wheels, mounted, balance, shipped, $100.
Sure, and look at the wear holes.
Yeah, they're like brand new.
They're brand new.
They're like brand new. But somebody ran them at 2 events. They're like, nope, need new tires. So all this stuff is cheap, and all this stuff is airplanes.
Yeah. Okay, see, to me, and to a lot of people, the appeal of this stuff is how cheaply you can get into some serious fun.
You have so much fun in this when it's 1.5 inches off the ground, just clipping through the subdivision. When you get off this thing, you're out of breath. Not that it's hard to drive, but it's just a blast. And you can't stop laughing when you get off. It's fantastic.
And what do you figure your total investment in this cart is right now?
Soup to nuts is probably $1,000. And
about
that's because I bought, instead of a kind of Chinesian parts, this is a good CNC axle. That was half the cost of it. The other half is the motor, and the rest is eBay and used parts and stuff off the shelf. But we're accounted with the motor and the axle. That's where we spent the money.
$1,000. This is the kind of fun you can have for $1,000. It's got electric start.
Yeah. But yeah, electric start, little battery, and there's actually a charging coil in the motor, so it recharges the battery. So it's maintenance free.
Unbelievable. All of this for 1,000 beans. But listen, let's talk about this, because this has the potential to be absolutely terrifying.
Hopefully it is terrifying, and hopefully it hurts a lot of people's feelings in very expensive sports cars and sports bikes. Because the little blue drag cart, we'll call it blue drag cart, top fuel starter motor, on an alloy jack chain right to the axle, and we're going to run it the same number of teeth on the gear up top to the gear on the bottom.
Well, let's show this real quick because
Okay.
So originally, like I said, this was from a Pro Fuel Harley that I built 20 something years ago and never ran. We played around with it in my driveway, but that's as far as we got with it. And this over here is a socket that's welded directly to the output shaft of the motor, and this made it up to the crankshaft on the motorcycle. So now what you did here was,
I had a buddy who's an engineer who has all the machine stuff in the world. Took an 1.5 inch alloy axle, machined the hex in it to fit the socket, turned this down to the 1 inch so it matches the axle on the bottom.
okay,
Milled in the keyway for the gear so the gear no slip. And then we'll go ahead, I mean, we're not gonna mount this on wood, but just for mock-up purposes, a gear here through this is just a cover plate,
right.
to the rear axle, direct drive, hit
So
the button,
one-to-one gearing.
1-to-1 gearing, hit the button, on, 100%, off.
And now you've got, okay, so the steering is offset to the left on this thing.
Yeah.
And this is where the battery.
This is where we're gonna have, we got all our parts here, but we'll have 1, 2, 3 batteries wired, in series so we get 36 volts. Right to the starter motor. And we're gonna take this button or mount that dude right on here for your
Okay.
thumb. So on and off, and we'll have an emergency cutoff here just in case stuff gets out of hand. But that's the plan. This will be probably about another week or so. We'll have it.
So you're moving right ahead on this thing.
Oh yeah.
That's beautiful. Lots of rubber on the ground.
Lots of rubber. Yeah, these are a very sticky compound, so hopefully they're enough. But you get 8 inches of tire on each side. It's more than a lot of cars.
The thing with something like this is that it's so off the wall, it's so unique that you can't really even guess what it's going to run or what it's going to need.
Right.
Because this is, who builds electric drag carts?
Just crazy people like me.
You?
Yeah. So what's nice about the gear on top, if it just has too much torque, we can change the gear. If we want a little bit more top end, we can just change the gear up here. Very easy. It's like a quick change. And yeah, it's just going to be a blast. My wife worries about my life insurance, but I tell her it's okay.
I'd make her drive it. I'd make her drive it.
She likes to drive the red one, so.
Oh, this is great. So how long before she's ready to start hurting feelings?
I would probably say 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks.
Given with the normal work schedule and everything else like that. But 2 weeks now that my axle assembly and everything is done, what I was waiting for, the rest is sprockets, chain, and angle irons and mount the motor and whatnot.
So I'm going to do something probably that I shouldn't do, right? Because it's not my place. It's not my cart, and it's not my channel. I'm just showing what he's doing. But I have a channel that I really love. I watch you guys. I binge watch their videos. Have you ever seen Cars and Cameras?
Yes.
You have, right?
Yes. Yeah. Isaac and his gang. Yes.
They're awesome. They're awesome.
They are.
I wonder if they might have something for this.
I haven't seen them build. They've done big and diesel and everything else, but I don't think they've done anything with kind of this insane, all the power now, just an on-off switch type killing stuff. If you're out there, Isaac, look me up. You're just in North Carolina. You're just down the road.
It would be an interesting match if they did come up with something like that.
Yeah.
So that's it. Just an update on Dr. Art's electric drag cart and a possible call out to the Cars and Camera guys. You wouldn't call out, would you?
Oh, I would never call anyone out.
No.
And anyway, for everybody who's here, what's going to happen, we're going to build a mount for the motor, build a support in the back. We're going to run a mount for the pillow block on a jack so we can level this all out. It's even with the axles. We put on our gears and chain. So if you tune in, you'll get to see all this.
Tune in where?
Dr. Art's Hot Rod Rehab.
Dr. Art's Hot Rod Rehab. We'll put a link in the description.
And Go-Kart Emporium, apparently.
And Go-Kart Emporium. Bro, these things are so much fun, and they're so cheap compared to cars, compared to messing around with cars. And we both build budget cars. We know what that's all about.
Yeah.
But this is like literally pocket change compared to...
Oh, your wife doesn't even know you spend the money. It's so little.
Right, exactly. Exactly. And what's this Yerf dog over here?
This Yerf dog, this is a project for a coworker. He wanted just a little go-kart for him and his son.
With a Hayabusa.
Yeah, not with a Hayabusa, but just a regular Predator. It came with a Predator that the flywheel exploded. We got that over the bench, new flywheel, rebuilt it, just make it run real nice. Go get it to him, make him happy.
Yeah. I should get something like this I can tool around my grandkids.
I want to find one that's got the rear suspension.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we can go out in the fields and roll it over and have all that kind of fun.
All right, brother man. I'm gonna get back to work.
All right, and again.
Oh. That's it. Whoop. There you are. Wait, we got it.
Okay.
We got to, yeah.
And that's it. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.